Though its precise nature is debated, the metaverse is generally understood to be the next level of the internet, greater in immersion than the existing flat, 2D web, and more integrated with contemporary social media. It assures us that we can do anything we want, whenever we want, without regard to time or place, in virtual worlds. Google announced the testing of new augmented reality smart glasses on July 19, 2022. The question that has been on everyone's mind in the world ever since Google released their first smart glasses in 2013 has come back around. Will wearable technology such as smart glasses eventually replace smartphones? When it comes to the metaverse, will smart glasses take the role of smartphones? Curious to know more? Well, stay tuned for that. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Having said that, let's get into the video. How we will engage with this brave new world is an area of ambiguity, or at least one where opinions diverge. Mark Zuckerberg rebranded Facebook as Meta to emphasize the significance of the concept behind it. He's betting big on VR goggles, which he predicts will become the standard for accessing truly immersive 3D content. Others, such as the minds behind the immensely popular Sandbox and Roblox platforms, argue that flat screens like computers and mobile phones still have a lot to offer. Since most of us already own them, there is no barrier to entry in the form of a costly new piece of equipment to join in on the fun. The development of new applications for augmented reality has opened the door to a third approach, one that seeks to mediate between the two extremes. Instead of virtual visuals being projected onto a user's view of the real world, as is the case with virtual reality, augmented reality uses the former approach. As supporting proof, we have Nintendo's Pokémon Go, which has been dubbed the killer app for the theory, as well as the countless funny face filters that are already available on Instagram and Snapchat, which demonstrate that it can function through a smartphone. On the other hand, I believe that it will soon be the norm to access augmented reality while wearing a head-mounted display or a pair of special glasses. This technology application has been adopted by the industry, and it may soon be found in a wide variety of consumer items. Why use augmented reality in a virtual world? It is most fascinating metaverse ideas entail erasing borders between the real and the virtual, and that augmented reality will consistently find its most valuable use cases in online environments. While we may undoubtedly look forward to fully immersive 3D settings in which to play, work, and socialize, it is unlikely that most of us would want to spend all of our time inside a virtual world rather than the actual world due to the discomfort and inconvenience of wearing bulky headsets. With the help of AR and its hybrid sibling mixed reality, we can keep tabs on the environment around us even while we work on tasks that require real-world context. It's necessary to get in touch with them. For our company's purposes, this implies that we can have meetings with both our local and remote employees appearing on screen at the same time, even though some team members are in the same room. Current virtual reality-based coworking solutions like Meta's Horizon Workroom treat them as if they are in different locations. The only way to get up close and personal with the person sitting next to us is to take off the headset and leave the virtual world. This restriction does not always hold in our settings that aim to blur the lines between the real world and the digital one. An augmented reality metaverse shopping experience can involve going to a real outlet to try on actual items in a real dressing room after first narrowing down our options by visually reading the store's whole catalog. It is also possible for us to acquire input from a buddy who is tagging while wearing their glasses from the comfort of their own home, which is an extremely convenient option. Because of games like Pokémon Go and others based on well-known titles like Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, and Batman, augmented reality has already started to establish a footing in the gaming industry. As technology advances, we may be able to anticipate whole new forms of gameplay thanks to the incorporation of metaverse features such as social integration and persistent, personal worlds that players may build and explore together. Specifications for the best metaverse tool. It is not difficult to understand why a large number of individuals believe that glasses will be the easiest and most user-friendly way to put these ideas into practice. David John, who attended Harvard and worked for Google, where he was one of the first people in the world to try out Google Glass, is one of the co-founders of Virtue, a high-tech company that creates immersive glasses. He explained that he believes it is only a matter of time before our glasses can regenerate, allowing us not only to travel to the metaverse, but also to accomplish many of the jobs we currently undertake with our mobile phones. The evolution of this tool is indicative of the development of many others. Timepieces, for instance, have come a long way from sundials and other unmoving devices to today's huge mechanical wristwatches, pocket watches, and, finally, wristwatches. He believes that the shift from desktop computers to mobile phones, and eventually wearable gadgets such as augmented reality glasses will be an inevitable step in the industry. John believes that the technical specifications and compact size of the head-mounted display will free developers to fully realize the Metaverse's promise. In this respect, they can be seen as the natural progression of user interface technology beyond mobile phones. After all, it was the smartphone's portability and processing power that made possible the rise of Web 2.0 apps that encourage user-generated content and direct communication. Uber, Instagram, and Airbnb would not have penetrated our culture to the extent that they have without cell phones. Possibly the most prominent use of Web 3 and Metaverse technologies in the future will be in augmented reality and virtual reality glasses. What will be the future of smart glasses? Does this herald the arrival of the smartphone era? Okay, I guess that's not impossible. Do we want screens that can instantly expand to any size we want? The whole of our vision when we're watching a movie or playing a game, or shrinking to the size of a postage stamp when we want to talk to someone? If the Metaverse is going to change our lives in all the ways it's predicted, is it possible that we'll want to continue interacting with it through a tiny screen that we'll have to carry around in our pockets, putting in data who we are regular work? Using augmented reality, we may superimpose data from the real world onto our vision of it. For example, gazing at our automobile will show us the remaining battery life in real time. Observing other event-goers or participants in a single round of speed dating can provide us insight into their personalities and conversational interests. The form factor of the device we are using has a significant impact on the options available to us when communicating in and consuming information in the digital arena, from movies and games to shopping, working, and relaxing. Though there have been flops in the past, such as the first version of Google Glass, this may have simply been because the hardware was released ahead of viable use cases. If the predictions about the dawn of the Metaverse are correct, the next generation of electronics could be a very different story. No one can deny that the Metaverse is a fascinating and rapidly developing area of study. It would appear that Google is moving in the direction of an augmented reality metaverse, which is a setting in which digital elements are constructed based on reality to be useful in day-to-day living. This Spartan vision of the Metaverse is in stark contrast to the vivacious virtual reality vision that is now being developed by firms such as Meta, Roblox, Decentraland, and Microsoft, to name a few. Because of this, augmented reality glasses have a clear competitive edge over virtual reality headsets. Smart glasses will need to offer the same useful capabilities as smartphones do now to compete with them. This is it, everyone. So, are you excited about these smart glasses? Leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. Also, put on the notifications because the next video is going to be a great one.